This is the story about my best friend, my shadow, and my support. I never really had friends in high school. I was mostly a loner. I really suffered from mental health problems and issues. And my recent dog passed away a few months earlier in 2010. And the last thing I said to him was F off. I was in bed and he pushed his wet beard into my face. Little did I know my mom was taking him to a vet and he would never return. When they got to the vet said this dog's cancer has become severe and he would not last another few hours. So the vet put him to sleep. I can't help but think that he on purpose pushed his nose into my face to say his final goodbye. Sito was a goofball, but he was sweet. He lived from 1999 to 2010. I struggled with school, falling into a deep, dark space, even trying to commit suicide, but that was not. I'm not going to get into that now. That's a story for another time. A few months has passed, and I came across a dog on a rescue site. We've already adopted from them before, so I had a look on their site again. And for a split second, I saw this dog, and I knew this dog is my soul dog. His name was Bieber. I had one look at him, and I knew this dog was mine. We went to a rescue, and it's like the rescue kind of tried to push me away from him. Like, oh no, how about you have a look at this dog? Or how about this one? It's like they didn't want me to take Bieber. But I was determined Bieber was my dog. So we filled out the paperwork and took him home. We previously gotten a rescue from them, so there was no need for them to do a home inspection this time. Bieber had no emotion when we got home. Got him. He just sat in the car and stared out of a window. When we got home, he immediately grabbed our other dog, Nanook, and chased our cat around the pool, and she sat in the roof for 3 days, refusing to come down. My mom said she thinks she needs to take him back. When she told me that when we were on our way to school, my heart sank. I got to school and leaned my hand against the wall and just cried my heart out. And that's not usually me because I'm kind of emotionally dead, but when it comes to animals of me, I've got a very soft heart. Luckily, my mom decided to give Bieber another chance, and so he stayed. The house was divided because he kept on going for our cats. So on the one side, it was my dog, and when I went to sleep, he came with me to my bedroom, and he slept in my room. And the other side of the house was the cats. And when my dad came to visit, he was working up country for a few years, and my dog kept on biting him in the ankles. Reason is he had a previous male owner that neglected and abused him, so he was kept on a chain, never fed, never given water, and for some reason he hates buckies, or as you Americans, everyone calls it a pickup, or the Australians a ute. Every time we walked past one, he wanted to go for it. But Bibo connected with me instantly. Where I went, he went. As time went on and there was no one for me, there was Bibo. When I wasn't at home, he would sit at the window with his head resting on the window leaning, and he would wait for me the whole day until I came home. He comforted me when there was no one else. When I was deep depressed, when I was really given up on life, especially in that time of my life, where I wasn't even medicated yet, he would put his paw on me, like kept putting his paw on me and then giving me a lick, and that immediately made me feel better. And wherever we were, I would fall asleep, if it's on the floor, if it's on my bed, if it's on the couch, I would just fall asleep with him and he would stay with me. Bieber was always there for me, and he still is, even if he doesn't live with me because he lives with my parents, and my grandma is also there, and Bibo has also gotten a liking to her, so Bibo is like watching over her when I'm not there. We can't be separated until this day. In his old age, he can't wait to see me when I come to visit each evening, but I'm afraid that I will lose him in the near future. I can see he's going backwards slowly but surely. When I first realized it was we were at the dog club and I was having him doing obedience and fun things, and that was in 2016, and his right leg just collapsed, and I immediately stopped with the club. I knew, oh, something is happening to my dog. I put him on the highest medical plan, and luckily it was just in time because he wasn't 10 yet, so I could put him on a nice plan to cover him for any future surgeries or whatever he would need. So I started to treat him more carefully. I didn't play as rough with him anymore, and each year that had passed, for past 5 years, I can see him getting old fast, getting grayer, getting slower, and I'm really not ready to say goodbye to him. No other animal I've owned has come close to how special Bibo is to me, and I don't think there ever will be another animal. There is another animal that comes close. His name is Frank, and I'll make a video about him someday. That dog is just another one. He is a special one, but special is like, that's sort of special. But I'm not ready to lose Bibo. Each night when we're going to visit my parents, Bibo, he tries to jump up like he used to when he was young, but I can see he struggles a bit. He really tries to jump like when he was younger, but shame, he struggles a bit. He's on medication for his hips and pain medication and everything, and I hope I can at least have another long time with him, but I doubt. I'm sorry, this is a bit of a vent and a memoir, if you can call it, a biography of Bibo that I would hope would last forever on my YouTube channel, so I can go and revisit this. My special boy Bibo, my truest friend, my God-sent savior, and my support. Bibo, you will forever be in my heart. There is a nice little saying, quote from a book that I think a lot of you would know. A dog doesn't care if you're rich or poor, educated or illiterate, clever or dull. Give him your heart and he will give you his.